Hi, I'm Alex from the Southern Ukulele Store, and I'm here today to talk about KUMU Ukulele. Now, many of you will know KUMU's main brand, Leilani, a very popular North American and Hawaiian-based ukulele brand. Not something we have here in the UK. We do have some similar options to the Leilani product catalogue from Snail, and they do just fine for us. But KUMU intrigued me. I went to half a dozen different ukulele shops in Hawaii when I was there a few months ago, and I saw KUMU on the wall of every shop I went in, and I went, oh, I really want to try that. Something visually drew me straight to these ukuleles. The quality and visual aesthetic appeal of the rosettes and the wood, it's definitely something that is going to appeal to a lot of the people watching this video. And they're made in very, very small numbers. For example, my initial delivery of 10 of these ukuleles was the entire batch that KUMU had, Leilani had at the time of me placing the order. The woods are Hawaiian mango or Hawaiian koa. They are harvested in Hawaii, they are sent to China, they are manufactured in China, and they are sent back. But there is one sticking point, there is one heavy stigma thing about these ukuleles, which is going to instantly make some of you turn this video off. Are you ready? These ukuleles are laminates. Okay, so those that are still here, laminates versus solid wood instruments. What do we think about it, and why do people hate on laminates? I've got a theory. I think that over the last 2 decades, major guitar brands trying to capitalize on the ukulele market have just produced something out of a fairly thick laminate material. So the instruments are dense, they don't have much resonance, the top doesn't vibrate hard. But there are some companies that make very good laminate ukuleles that compete fantastically with the solid top models at the same kind of price point. For example, Kawaii. And the biggest of those companies is Martin. Martin makes something they call a HPL, a high pressure laminate, which is where the laminates are pressed together so hard and under heat, it's kind of like almost ironed together to create some Frankenstein tone wood. And there are plenty of those laminate ukuleles out there to be had. You've definitely got to keep your misconceptions out of it, and you've definitely got to keep an open eye and ear to what you're actually holding and feeling and hearing with your own senses when you try one. The KUMUs impressed me because they reminded me most of the Martins. You know, they're very light in your hands, but the actual sound and depth and thickness of these ukuleles is just chunky, like it's full and rich, and there's no sense to me that I'm playing an affordable laminate ukulele. I'm definitely playing a ukulele that build quality wise and sound wise holds its own with other things around that £300 price point. Whoa, okay, that was my 5th attempt at trying to explain that to you. I hope I got everything that was needed across. I was very impressed with the fit and feel of these ukuleles, and I'm really looking forward to showing off what's left after the first couple of weeks of them being in stock. I think I've got 7 to show you today, looking at spalted mango and Hawaiian koa. Let's begin. The first ukulele we're going to look at today is the KUMU SQ34A. This is a long neck soprano, and this is the thing that I think most people are going to get excited about with these. This is a soprano ukulele with a 38mm nut width, a nice deep neck with a flat, wide fingerboard profile. So if you've got big hands but you want a small ukulele, this is very Hawaiian in feel, very modern Hawaiian ukulele in feel. And look, so the traditional soprano shape there with these laminate, very thin Hawaiian koa veneers. You have a simple abalone rosette on this ukulele with front and back black channel binding. The fingerboard is reconstituted rosewood, so this is pieces of rosewood put together in a similar kind of ethos and build standard to the laminates on the actual body themselves, with a really lovely KUMU logo there, and open closed gear chrome tuners with black buttons on the back as well. The neck is made of a kumi, and it feels very, very light. So the instrument is big and chunky in your hands, but there's no kind of immediate point where it's very, very heavy, which is the problem I have with a lot of other instruments at this price. This just feels very harmonious in the hands. It's got a concert neck on a soprano body, and It's going to sound as good on day 1080 as day 1. And the finish is this kind of stripped back natural finish. So you can see the pores in the wood through it. There's like the lightest layer of matte gloss, not matte, you know, like the matte finish on it, but the instrument feels very open pore and untamed. And I'm going to prove that it sounds good. I'm going to give you a play for you now and see what you think. Next up today, we're going to take a look at the KUMU SQ35A. The SQ35A is the same spec as the ukulele we've just looked at. You have the Hawaiian Koa body with the reconstituted rosewood fingerboard and a kumi neck going up to Koa faceplate with the K brand logo and these closed gear tuners. You have a 38mm bone nut and saddle with some basic trims. You've got a simple abalone rosette and dots, but black front and back binding. The difference between this model and the 34A is that this one has a gloss finish. So if you want a slightly brighter sound, this one's going to do that for you. Let's give the SQ35A a play and see what you think. Next up today, we have a pair of sported mango ukuleles of the same spec. We have the CM68 and the TM70. Now these ukuleles look very, very cool with some really lovely sported mango wood to get you excited about them. These are the ones that I saw on the shop in ukulele site, and I just thought, oh, this is cool, and went to the next shop and saw another one and went, yeah, you know, there's something in these. These are made from Hawaiian sported mango, and I love the rosette. The rosette sparkles under certain lights, but it can be a simple black rosette in more kind of indoor, darker settings. You have front black binding, back black binding. Try saying that when you've had a few drinks. And a kumi neck, once again, with a reconstituted rosewood fingerboard and bridge. You have a bone nut and saddle with a 38mm nut width and a nice thick depth to the neck, similar to the old Islander ukuleles that we used to sell. You have these closed gear tuners as per the other ukuleles in the range, but this rosette is why you would be drawn to this ukulele at first glance. I just love how subtle it is, but also how regal it looks from a distance. These have that satin finish, so under bright lights you can see the open pores of the wood, and I just think they're really pretty and they sound great. So let's give the CM68 and TM70 a play and see what you think. My favourite in the range. Our penultimate ukuleles today are the CM54A and the TM74A. Now these are a matching pair of ukuleles as well, made from laminate Hawaiian koa. And it's crazy really, because they picked some gorgeous, really straight grained koa where possible on these ukuleles. Obviously sent them out to China, and it probably would have been more affordable for them to make something out of acacia. But, you know, Hawaiian koa, laminate or solid, it's the real deal. You know, if it's not grown in the Champagne region of Hawaii, then I guess it's just sparkling acacia. I thought it was funny. You have black front and back binding with this stripped back natural finish where you can see the pores of the wood through it, which is especially nice on the koa, I have to say, actually. Like, you can see a lot of texture in the wood up close. You have that lovely rosette, which shimmers under certain lights, but stays hidden. So it's like Superman, Clark Kent. Superman, Clark Kent. Reconstituted rosewood fingerboard and bridge, going up to these closed gear tuners, as we know by now. Nice thick neck on both models. Have a look at the tenor one up close as well, why not? I just think that someone out there is going to absolutely love these, especially the tenors have a very, very thick sound to them. Like really a very good strummer's instrument. Let's give the CM54A and the TM74A a play and see what you think. The last ukulele we're going to look at today is a concert. This is the CG55A. This is like the models we've just looked at, but in a high gloss finish. So you have that Hawaiian koa body, reconstituted rosewood fingerboard and bridge with the sparkly rosette, black front and back binding. Really nice piece of koa on the back of this one. Black seam, a kumi neck, thick neck, 38mm nut width. I'm getting good at saying all of this spec stuff now. Yeah, all of these ukuleles have the same kind of spec, but there's definitely a model out there for most of us. The neck is gloss as well, but I like that the gloss on the neck is slightly lighter than the gloss on the body. Like, it doesn't feel sticky like some of the high gloss instruments. Like Ohana's can feel a bit sticky on the neck if they've got a gloss neck. Some of the Kala models can. It's just, yeah, some care and attention has been put into making this instrument play as nicely as possible. Let's give the CG55A a play and see what you think. Well, there you have it, folks. We've introduced another ukulele brand to the UK. What do you think? I know some of you are just not going to like them because they're laminate. Some of you are not going to like them because you don't like the blingy stuff. And some of you are going to absolutely love these. And that makes me very happy. Let us know in the comment section what you think. And yeah, let us know what your experience with KUMU ukuleles are if you've played one before. I'll be back very, very soon.